Okay. Whew. A few months back, I had a dream. I was in the cockpit of a rocket ship alone, sitting at the control panels, preparing to take off. I heard someone coming up the ladder behind me. When I turned to look, it was my grandmother, Gertie. She was smiling at me, and she said something like, "When are we going to get this thing off the ground? It's time to go." And in an instant, I felt so happy and free. Grandma, here with me from the other side after all these years, the two of us about to blast up and out to explore the upper realms. Within the dreamscape, it never occurred to me that I'm not a rocket scientist or a pilot. I get lost without maps. And what if it's only a one-way trip? What have you been dreaming up lately? What have you been creating, envisioning, manifesting in your lives for a better us, a better planet during this time? We'll need all of that. Everything high and holy and full of possibility that you walked in here with today. We're going to create a love zone. One that we can keep and carry with us for the rest of our lives if we like. Yep. If you joined us in June for the All the Time Loving Initiative message, this is part 2 today. In the love zone, just about anything is possible. In the words of one of my favorite authors, oh, we should never, never doubt what nobody is sure about. Roald Dahl, whose own pure imagination thought up Willy Wonka, the BFG, the Big Friendly Giant, James and the Giant Peach. If you can live inside a juicy peach with a bunch of benevolent insects tethered to a flock of seagulls sailing through the sky, then wow. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. We're going to bring our childhood wonder with us. Let's fully prepare to present ourselves at the doorway, the threshold into sacred space, pausing in awe like we would to enter a cathedral, a mosque, a temple, or as arriving to our yoga mat, or a circle around a ceremonial fire, or sitting within a grove of trees, like the golden aspens here in our mountains, just like that. Beginning to open and expand ourselves into shared space, into this unified field of love, all love, only love. Breathing in love, releasing the rest. Let's do that one again. So what goes into our love zone and what stays out? Our aim perhaps is like the reading from Thomas Merton. Love sails me all around. I walk 2 steps on the ground and 4 steps in the air. Love carries me all around. I don't want to do anything but love. We may have to let go of some of our old, tired, outdated belief systems and of our grasping and hurting shadow side selves. And we'll need the tools of Mary Oliver's maybe and as if and what if. So let's start by eliminating all the debris that prevents us from loving fully. Let's lay down the big one, fear of death. Our own and the deaths of our loved ones. All conscious humans shape the quality of their living within the magnitude of their fear of dying. So what if we imagine, as in imagination equals creation, that our courageous spirits, our unique individual souls are lasting, and that we will all be softly, gently, lovingly ushered over to the other side and into the light. However, whenever we depart these bodies, this earth home, we will arrive into peace, fully accepted as we are, honored for the progress that we've made on this life journey. Okay, next thing to drop, the past and the future. Everything that has ever happened is over. It's already done, and we're simply sitting in this moment. Eckhart Tolle says, it's never not now. It's never not now. I love that. And with that, he encouraged us to drop our narrative. Further, he advises, our area of freedom is our choice of response. In order to not live in opposition to this present moment, accept the moment as if you've chosen it. Okay, as if. All future tripping is out then too. What huge percentage of our vital energy can we retain if we stop worrying and spinning? So, this here is all that we are. And it's so okay because we have all that we need within and around us. We have all that we need within and around us. Our dear brother Louis wrote in this slim collection that he calls Haiku Plus, we got saints, wisdom keepers, sages of all ages on this and the other side of life to guide us. We got mega million heartbroken so-called sisters and brothers beside us. We got awakening, love-evolutionary heart minds inside us. Never the time so now as now. See you in the love-evolution. So, moving on. Another enormous burden to drop, suffering. I don't know about all of you, but my faith is challenged the most by the why, the necessity for suffering. Many sermons, and the whole history of humanity really, is a grappling, a reckoning with how to suffer. So many children in war zones, not safe. Innocent children being starved, bombed out. No, this cannot continue. Got to do a call out on this one. Pamela, up there, we need your wisdom. In her final sermon delivered here 3 years ago, which I was lucky enough to be at, the focus was on suffering. Where must she have been inside of her own self with just days left to be here? She shared with us, I hope you won't let God off the hook. Demand God's presence for yourself in the middle of your suffering. Tell God about your suffering. Tell God what you want and need. Tell God what you hate and what has hurt you. But keep talking. Stay in relationship. That's a really, really hard one. I had some years of unbearable grief. When I spoke out against violence, I lost a lot of people that I loved. And there was a long stretch of just hanging on by a few little tiny strands keeping me in this body. And I know many of you have lived through hard times like this too. I would beg and bargain with my spirit team. I did. I stayed in angry relationship with them. Out of that dark, irreverent place, I had an idea to make a suffering trading card deck, because I've always loved divination decks and card decks. I'll trade what I got for anything else. Give me the worst possible suffering life lesson instead of this one. I'll take it. Come on, you jerks. Let me have it. I so needed out of the pain. In time, when I thankfully arrived back onto solid ground, I imagined a finer use for the deck. My capacity to hold pain had changed. That's a cool human adaptation. When a player randomly selects a card, each card a day in the life of someone trapped in their own dark place, we trade lives for a day. The goal is to carry their suffering for a little while. But yeah, it's all gotta go, all the suffering. Amma, our beautiful hugging saint, recently sent a message out to her vast community. She said, "I see so many of you in sadness. Why are you so sad? If only you could see what I can see. Because I see this infinite, incredible joy that is inside each and every one of you. However, it's coated with layers of sadness. That's why you can't see it. You just have to realize that it's there, it's there." So not much left before we are feather light and free to roam around in pure love as we like together. We just have the leftovers to discard, everything else. So breathing in, breathing out, getting freer. We let go of control over others and the power to make people love us. We let go of things lost, all things taken away from us by choice or by force. We let go of those left behind, those who left us and those we left. And we release all the abandoned parts of ourselves and the parts that dwell in the shadows, our own terrors and rottenness. We give up how we felt used and used up, and all that we intended that hasn't come to be. And finally, we say stop. Stop to the outer world frenetic, raging, power-grabbing frenzy. And we find a stillness where we meet here. All the not love gone, just love left. So now we are in our zone. I invite you to close your eyes if you like, and travel with me for a few minutes here. Let's be so light that we begin to float, to rise up and drift around. What if we stretch out our necks, our shoulders, we open our wings, opening and lifting our souls as light as a feather, and we rise up into the sky above. We can imagine it so we can do it. And as feathered creatures we fly, just peacefully riding the air currents. Around us the feeling of our flock, and we rise high above the earth, affording the big long view. Seeing and feeling below us the curve of our planet, as if from the view of an astronaut. Its mountain ranges and deep oceans, and all who walk and swim and fly and run and think and create below. And time stretches out, and space is more spacious. And we connect with millions of others who are holding sacred space. We notice that we feel deep love for it all, from up here free. Deep love for our earth home and for everyone on it, and for the fragile balance of our world held within the limitless universe. We maybe even feel the presence of our ancestors, of the elders and ancient ones, and of all those who watch over us. Angels too. For only if there are angels in your head will you ever possibly see one. And like the reading by Brother David expressed, when I speak of God, I mean this kind of love, a profound sense of belonging, being truly at home in the universe. And now we descend back down, slowly and gently, coming back fully into our bodies. We return to the foundation of what we built. Love carries us all around. We don't want to do anything but love. And this feeling has staying power. We want to keep it always. Every time we lose it, we can come back, trusting that at all times, for our entire lives, this place, this love-evolution is happening. It's real, it's growing, and we are a vital part of it. So opening our eyes, looking around and taking in each other. We give thanks to ourselves and to one another. And to close our journey, another incredible haiku from Brother Louis. Lady Lord, sometime this rocket mind gonna pop through your lace veil of stars and shine. Amen.
And now we take 2 minutes of silence.